What is happening, people? Gav from Roman's Reptiles. Everybody's good. First of all, I want to shout out MJ Designs for sorting out my t-shirts, my stickers. Absolutely smashed it. Considering how many of the sort of A-list breeders, should we say, that she's done, the prices for what she's done I think is absolutely phenomenal. The quality of everything that she's done is absolutely amazing. I've got a phone case, obviously you can't see it because I'm filming from it, stickers, t-shirts, I've got masks that are absolutely amazing. So go over to her, go and get your stuff made by her. If you're going to choose anybody, trust me, she's the girl for you. But anyway, my channel is all about breeding ball pythons and other reptiles, mainly ball pythons. Obviously if you want to keep up with me, that'd be amazing. I'd really love that. Please consider obviously liking and subscribing to my channel. Comment below with any questions. So today's video is all about getting that stubborn male, or maybe a first time male, to take the leap, shall we say, start looking with the females. Alright, and I've had to do this only with one of my males. I've been lucky with the rest of them, to be fair, but he was my little male bamboo. He just didn't want to lock. He just didn't know what was going on. It's his first season, just fair enough. But here's some tips, proven tips, okay, that have actually worked for me, worked for probably loads of other people, that will actually help him take the jump. All right. The first easiest tip that I can say is get a shed from another mature male. I appreciate that's not everybody's got access to that, which is why I've got some other tips. But what you want to do is you want to take this shed, yeah, from another male, nice fresh shed, ideally fresh. If not, any shed will do. Give it a little bit of a spray down, all right. And what you want to do is you want to open up the female's tub and slam it in the tub, yeah. Maybe the opposite end to her, that's fine. Put it in the tub of her, because what that will do, when you do put your male in, that smell from another male is going to get around the tub. Hopefully his instincts are going to kick in, like, right, there's another male around, I need to go in there, get the job done. Does that make sense? So that's the first easiest tip that you can do, by far. Second thing that I want to say, and this goes for every single time you're going to be breeding, is humidity levels. Yeah, you want to raise that humidity right up. So a good tip, all right, that I generally do to raise up the tubs. Obviously you can spray it down, but open up your female's tub, yeah. And what you can do is just knock over like a little bowl's worth in the middle somewhere. Hello, you. You can knock over the bowl. That's going to raise the humidity right up. All right. So what that's going to do, again, it's going to get the smells all round the tub. So that when the male comes in and the female, obviously they can smell it in the air, if that makes any sense. Okay. So that's another really important thing. Get the humidity up. It gets all the smells working around there, and that will help things along by far. This is probably one of the most obvious things I'm going to say, but I don't know if everybody knows it. But if you can, choose a rainy night. Absolutely choose a rainy night. If there's a storm coming, rain, anything like that, the air temperature, the air pressure, shall I say, drops. For whatever reason, in the ball python's instincts, DNA, natural history, whatever you want to call it, kicks in better. All right. Another thing that you can do as well is maybe slightly open the window for a little bit. Let that natural, if you can, if you've got like a reptile room like this, let that air pressure sort of come in a little bit, just to help it along the way. Not for long. We don't want to get too cold, obviously. But obviously make sure your temperatures are good as well. Your basic husbandry, make sure that's good. Now, another thing, actually, I'll show you again, is if generally you're going to spot clean your ball pythons once a week, yeah? So on that week, before you put the male in, don't clean it, okay? So when I open up this tub, I haven't cleaned them out this week, that's my job for tomorrow, yeah? But what you're seeing there is little bits of, look, little bits of, she gets up here. Not food, my little love, not food, come on. So, little bits of urate. I know it's a bit rank, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. a little bit of urate in there. Leave that in there. There might be little bits of poo. Just leave them in there. Again, it's going to help the smell get round. Yeah. That's another thing that you can do. Now, obviously, combining all these things together is going to be the ultimate thing. But something that I want to discuss with you, which is, let's face it, pretty rank. Alright, this is not nice, but if you want to get things done, yeah, if you want to chase your dreams, if you want to hit that target, don't let anything get in your way. Don't let anything stop you. So, this next job is taking the male, a different male, okay, and taking one of his sperm plugs. I might actually show you, to be fair. This is rank, pre-warning, this is rough. This is a rough deal, but as I said, if you want to achieve it, get on with it, yeah? So, here we've got a nice mature male, okay? He's a pastel genetic stripe. So what we want to do is ideally just get him a bit relaxed. Say hello. He's got the nicest eyes. Not that you'll be able to see him probably. My videos don't, it won't let me upload him on 1080p or whatever that is, like high quality. Don't know why. I'm trying to work it out. But ideally what you want to do is just get him relaxed. And then once he's relaxed a little bit, or wants to come and say hello, whatever, take his tail, yeah? Let him relax just a little bit. Once he's relaxed, what you can do is you want to invert the hemipines, alright? And you want to literally, so he's not that relaxed, so it may not go. But invert the hemipines if you can. It's a bit tense. And what you're going to see is, right, so straight away I haven't really managed to pop them all the way open, but what you see is this little white plug, right? I told you it was gross. Now, what you want to do is obviously slam the male back in the tub. And this needs to be from a different male, yeah? So if you've got a different male, this is good. Minging. Now, next step. I'm not very good at filming yet, but I'll get there. Is take your female, right? And literally rub that sperm, look, it's absolutely minging, and rub it on her back, alright? Told you it was rough. So, let me just quickly add the back of my hands just for a second. I'll wash them in a second, but just for a second, let's get that off. That is like top whack, mate. That is probably the most effective thing that you can do that I found from my own record, shall we say, my own dealings. That will help the most. So now when you put your other male in, drop them in. Yeah, make sure the humidity is right. Maybe spray the snakes down with some room temperature water. Just wake him up. He's going to smell that on her back, and he's going to think, I need to get this done now, because there's other males around in him. All right, that is an absolute banger of a tip, let me tell you. The last thing that I want to say, in fact, it's not the last thing. The next thing that I want to say is what I've found from my own collection is generally neither one of them are going to breed in shed. They will, I do have it, but as a general rule, alright, they tend to lock less if one of them's in shed, both of them shed, whatever. So ideally, choose a time where the male's not in shed, yeah, and the female's not in shed. That's another top tip as well. Now, the last thing that you can do, if none of this is working, alright, is, and I don't like necessarily doing this, and you need to be in the room when you're doing this. Don't do this and wander off. Yeah, you're going to cause a nightmare for yourself and the snakes. The most important thing is the welfare of your snakes. Agreed? So, what you can do is take your male, maybe it's his first season, whatever it is, maybe he's just being stubborn, put him in the tub, yeah, and then go and get another male, again if you've got one, and put him in the tub at the same time. Now obviously open up the tub, put them both in there, stay in the room, just leave it open a crack so you can kind of keep an eye on things. As soon as you start seeing a little bit of commotion, yeah, maybe it's going to take a few minutes. As soon as they realise that they're both in there, don't let them start fighting. Obviously that's not good advice, do not do that. But what it will do is the male that's going to be staying in there, he's going to have seen the other male, he's going to have smelt the other male, the sperm of another male is in there on her back, the humidity is good, yeah, maybe it's raining outside. That should all kick-start him. The smell from the poo and the urates from the other female, that should kick-start him. That should get him going. There's not really a whole lot more to getting a stubborn male to lock. Maybe it's down to the female, yeah? Maybe the female just isn't ready. But this is about that stubborn male, or that first time season male who doesn't know what he's doing. This is going to kick-start his instincts into thinking, yes please. So I just want to go back over one thing. When you put another male into the tub with another male, yeah, and by the way, always leave the female in her tub, yeah. So the female needs to always stay in her tub. You take the male from his tub, you put it in her tub. Now if you've got the male that you want to breed in there at the same time, take that other male, put him in there, couple minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it takes for them just to start realising they're there, and you can see a little bit of movement, a little bit of commotion. That's fine. Get the male that you do not want to breed out, leave the other male in, close the drawer, ta-ta, see you later. Leave him to do the business, yeah? So that's my top tips on how to get a stubborn male to breed, or a first time breeder male to breed. Alright, so hopefully this video has shed some light, alright, shed, no pun intended, shed some light on obviously how to get things moving. If you do have any other questions, that is not a problem. You can DM me over at Romans_reptiles on my Instagram, or comment below. I can help you out. I can run back through another thing. Maybe you've got some other questions on some other things. That's no problem. Absolutely love your comments. Again, please like and subscribe. Keep up with the adventure. My next video is going to be coming out on Wednesday. So, and that one's going to be a nice helpful one as well. Alright, let's do something about the females. So that way you've got the male and the female. You can watch both the videos. It's going to educate you, or further educate you, down to what you might want to achieve. Alright, so thank you very much for your time. Love you all. I'm at, I think, 139 subscribers. Please subscribe. It really spurs me on. Absolutely love it. Have yourself a nice day. Thank you.